Ben, hello, am I live? I see there's loads of you here. I'm always last minute. I'm always just that little bit late, even for my own stuff. Uh, just right, hello, Hazel. Oh, I've just washed my hands. I forgot to put my rings on. Ben, can you pass my rings? You're too dark. I'm too dark, apparently. Wait a minute. Is that better? Is that better? Technology. I think I look great. I look like I've got a tan. I'm not pasty white for a change. I'll be saying my hellos to Hazel. Hello, Olga. Oh, sneaking in from work. Me too. Crafty Chimp Caroline. Hello. Nanny to the girls. Ben. Hi, Ben. Olga, have I just said that? Vicky. Hello. It's nice to see you here. Is that just your phone though? Do I look like orange tanned? Because apparently I look like an Oompa Loompa. What can I say? It makes a change from my pink pasty white. I look great on my screen in front of me. On Ben's screen, I look very orange. How do I look to you guys? Laura, hello. Sue, hi. Looking beautiful. Thank you. I will take that. Hazel, no, you don't. Well, that's good. Maybe Ben's got his phone turned up a little bit too. Huh? I think he's just because he wants a new phone. There's a new Samsung come out apparently, and he needs it. And now all of a sudden his phone doesn't work. So I'm pretty sure he's messed with some settings, just so he can get a new phone. But it's his birthday tomorrow, so I'll let him hint away. I don't look orange to you. That's brilliant. Good. Nicola, hello. Terry, hi. Crafty Chimp, only joking. What did you say that I missed? You look a bit green. Well, I'd rather look green than no. I'd rather look orange than green. Thank you very much. I'm so pasty white though. Even with a tan, I'm still quite see-through, sort of like a milk bottle. So if I'm looking orange on anyone's screen, firstly, I apologise. And secondly, it's only like some of the influencers, like a little bit like Katie Price. I'll take it. You've got a glow about you. That's it. It's because I'm warm, you see. I've had to open the window again. Anna Marie, hello. Excuse me, I just choked on my own words. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Ben, from Laura. She says, thank you very much. Louisa, hello. So I'm excited for this one. I know it's a quick one. Well, it's not a quick one, but from my last one, there's some certain ones that I want to get out. So I may be doing a couple of releases a month. I may not. But because this is so perfect for Mother's Day. I had lots of I've had lots of messages. When are you releasing this one that I'm releasing today? When are you releasing the baby one? So the baby one's coming up as well very soon. I've got Ben under the stairs in his little Harry Potter cave, working away to get all these out a lot quicker than he has been. He's been slacking 1 a month. Needs to get some more work done, doesn't he? Teresa, hello. So this is what is it called, Ben? I don't have a front in front of me. This is called. He's just gone. It keeps me busy. I like it. Night, yes, Laura, you will be very busy. There is a front on that one. Country Gardens Bloom. Where Country Gardens Bloom. We are so profesh here at Paper by Michelle headquarters. Can I just say that no one could remember what it were called? Let me write that down. Where Country Gardens Bloom. It's in all the important places. It's on the paper pads and things like that. Just not wrote down in front of me. Where what? Oh, where country gardens bloom. You're all shouting it at me, aren't you? Bloom. I just forget everything so easily. So quickly. It's just I've got post-it notes everywhere for like doctor's appointments, the dentist, just things that I've thought of, dates for random things. It was only yesterday I said to Ben, birthday on Tuesday. It's just I don't have the capacity to remember things. I've definitely turned into my mum. Where country gardens bloom. Thank you very much, Laura. So, as Ben's been working on this, it is so beautiful. And I did say to Ben, I says, I don't suppose you can get it finished a bit quicker. So he did. Someone is on the ball. Yeah, just not me. I cannot tell you how much I love this. I mean, I love any kind of paper pad, you know that. I love flowers, I love no flowers. Now, this has definitely got you beautiful flowers on it, but in a different way. It's very much, you would look at it and you know that it's by us because it's that little bit different. I haven't had enough time to play with this, can I just say? But because I could have played with this for a full week and not run out of ideas. So you might have seen a couple of the posts that I've put up. So this is one of them. So it's just a little caddy. Now this is so there's going to be three pads. You've got that main one, and then you've got a patterns one, which is this one. So if I just lean it forward, look at those flowers. And the difference is, so the main one has got it has got the country gardens on it. It's got the sun coming through, you know, the clouds, it's got the trees, it's got little country cottage gardens. The patterns pad is going to have some beautiful florals. And they're all going to have, again, they're going to have that sun on there. So that's how you're going to sort of differentiate. And then I've got a background pad and I've called it the wallpapers, for the simple fact that they look and feel like wallpapers. So this is just one of the things that I made over the weekend. Just a little caddy. These are those frames from CC. So just two little wooden frames that I've used to create the handle on it. I've just got a lovely sort of little swag of flowers on there, kept it nice and simple. Bloom where you are planted. I thought that just worked absolutely perfect. You can put whatever you want in this. You can create loads of these and have all your little paint pots, any of sort of your mixed media, inks, things like that in it, or you can gift it. It's Mother's Day, isn't it? You can wrap up a little gift, if it's a little box of chocolates or something like that, and pop it in there and gift it. It's just so many uses for this particular sort of caddy. So that is just one of the things that I was playing with. Your makes have been beautiful to see. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Thank you, Hazel. Caroline, you know me so well. I bet Michelle says, oh, I love this one for every sheet she shows us. I will, because I really do. And I know it's a bit of a joke now, but the thing is, I want to love what I'm bringing you, and I think you all very much get that I love everything that I'm bringing you. Anna Marie, just finished our evening meal, spatchcock and mixed vegetables. Apologies for last show, I did not say goodbye. Unfortunately, though, exhaustion, I fell asleep. I'll try and keep awake this time. Oh, thank you. Your tea sounds lovely. Do not worry that I sent you to sleep. I'm not offended at all. Right, so let me show you a couple more of the things. So when I made the that sort of caddy, just literally wanted to throw a few cards together with the main collection, and these are the 6x6s that I use. So you can see as a 6x6, it just creates a beautiful, I mean, I will probably pop some more things on there or embellish it. I think it depends who I'm deciding to send it to, but you can see they make beautiful just cards, notelets. But for Mother's Day, it's very Mother's Day. I don't know what else to say other than that. I mean, look at that one with the little cathedral in the background. You've still got the sun on there. And then another one. Did I do 4? I did. And then that is sort of the last one. I love this one. That is where I want to retire to, somewhere like that. I absolutely just love it. So I just did 4. They're just 6x6s. So all I've done for those, I've got a 6x6 base. I went down 1/4 of an inch for the black mat because the black just really makes it pop. And then I went down 1/8 of an inch. So I've just got a real thin border of the black, but a thicker border of the white. So that's all I did for those. And I think sometimes you don't need to. I think what I love about the papers that I bring you is you can cut these up and put a sentiment on, and that's all you need to do. But obviously, that's not all I do. You can really go to town with them. Oh, thank you. It's just passing me all my papers. He will accidentally come on camera one day. Don't you worry. Sorry, you wasn't on camera just then. Wave. You need to wave and stick your elbow in. I'll take one as a birthday card. Is it your birthday, Laura? Have I missed it? Thank you, Michelle. That has made my hubby Steve and myself scream with laughter. I've had worse said to me. Can I just say? So that's quite all right. His shadow is show. Oh, they can see your shadow. You need to be careful. So this is the first thing that I made. I got this collection next to me. And the first thing I thought is a chocolate box gift box. It's going to make that absolutely perfectly. So I've added, I can never do that right. I've added some flowers and I've got some little flourishes here that really just add to it. And then again, it's an old die that I've got in my stash from CC. It came in, I think, the year of Craft Box. It's got a big tree with it as well. This is, I've got to say, one of my most used dies because it is just perfect for everything. And I thought for this lovely chocolate box, gift box with a lovely bow on the side, I thought it's just absolutely perfect. And then inside, so those are some of those the background papers, not the wallpapers, the background ones, just cutting certain bits. So I think it's, what are we on? An 8x5, I think I created, or yeah, an 8x5. I've popped this on here. I've popped that on some foam to give that some height on the inside, because you don't always have to add the height to the outside, but I absolutely love that. My mother-in-law isn't watching, so I think that might be her Mother's Day gift box. And then that is the card that I created to go with it. Again, you can see I've got lots of florals and lots of sort of flourishes on here. The cathedral in the background on that. And I think it's pretty, but not just florally pretty, because you've got a little bit of that scenery in there as well. I think it just takes it to a whole new level, definitely. Lots of, it's coming up on Saturday. Let me just, I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. Laura's birthday, Saturday. Laura, B-Day, Saturday. Right. I'll just leave the rest of them here so I can keep writing notes down as we go through. So yes, you can tell that I'm super excited for this one. It was one of those collections that I was working with, and every time I was halfway through a project, I had an idea for another one just from looking at the imagery, because um, it's really beautiful. Now, this was Ben's collection. These were his designs. So this is definitely a Ben collection, which is surprising because you'd think a man would be like doing like pirates and cowboys, but he does florals really, really well, doesn't he? um, Teresa, yes, absolutely. They would make beautiful sympathy cards, definitely. All of them, they really, really would, because it's one of those things that we hate to do. We even sort of hate to mention, the S word, don't we? But the thing is, unfortunately, they are something that we do have to make. And I think you want to make a beautiful card because we try to celebrate the person they were rather than the fact that they've gone. So you want to send them something as beautiful as that person was when they was here. So these would absolutely make beautiful sympathy cards. I'm so excited. You can see I keep looking at. I'm so excited to show you him. He's very much in touch with his feminine side. I mean, he's got a daughter who used to obviously didn't do his hair because he's obviously bald. But she's put makeup on him before. She's put nail varnish on him before, and he's very comfortable with that. So, Lynn Bledsoe, hello. Nice of you to join us. So, I'm gonna get on with the main one. I'm going to have to get on with showing you these because I'm too excited to do any sneaky peeks first. And we've been here 20 minutes, so, I've kept you in suspenders long enough. So I don't have the front pages because, so we've been babysitting for, we call him Bean. So Theo, my grandbaby, his mum's been to the dentist today, so we took her to the dentist, and we've been babysitting Bean. So we sort of rushed back and we printed these off really quickly. So no front pages, unfortunately. My favourite bit. Sorry. There's one front page, but you're still going to, obviously, you get to see the main beautifulness of all this. So this is the main pad. So these are the ones where, just double checking, you're going to have more of that imagery. So you're going to have that country cottage garden with, again, beautiful trees. You've got that beautiful sun that's going to be sort of blaring through on all of these, just really highlighting all those flowers down the bottom, more wildflowers and things like that than your generic sort of traditional ones. I like it better when he's sat in the room because he's stood here next to me and he's saying, move it closer, move it up. You just need to, don't forget. And it's like having a backseat driver. So, so let me move that a little closer for you so you can pick up some of that detail. Now, I'm going to try and move it a little bit closer in on a particular bit because I want you to see. So up here, can you see how it's really watercolor? Obviously, he's done that watercolor style that he really, really loves. And it really picks up on some of these, well, all of these papers. I was going to say that. Tom was like, you knew what I was going to say. It looks like watercolor paper. So you're going to, when you get these home, you're going to see that texture on there and you're going to go to touch it. And obviously that texture's not there, but he's made it so it looks like the texture of the watercolor card, water paper is on there. So look at this one. Again, you're going to have that beautiful sun on all of these. Clarice, late to the party before heading to work. That's quite all right. I'm so sorry you have to go to work. So, yes, as much as I think these are going to be a perfect Mother's Day card, actually, Some of these you'll be able to use for Valentine's Day because it doesn't all have to be those red candy canes, red hearts. It doesn't have to be that. It can be, especially when you see some of the background ones. Now, this is one of those that I use. There's a 6x6 on one of those cards that I've just created. And they're just happy. They make you smile. Ben has a lot to say tonight. He has got a lot to say tonight, Anna Marie, and it still won't come on camera. One of these days he will. I don't know. I think this might be one of my favourite ones in the whole collection. I absolutely just love it. It's that little bit softer. I love the sun. I love the cathedral right in the background. I love the bold flowers against that sort of. Is that it again? The bold flowers that are in full bloom, but yet they're set against those trees that have got no leaves on them yet at all. I love that sort of contrast, and I think it just looks absolutely stunning. My daughter stood over there with my husband. I think she's telling him off for keep butting in. Oh no, she's not. I thought she was sticking up for me. She's like, no, I'm not. Okay. So this is another one. You've got it's very spring, isn't it? And we've got snow due. Can you believe it? Apparently in some places up to 11 inches of snow, which is absolutely crazy. Let me just pop that under there. So again, you've got all those lovely flowers. You're gonna a cathedral, a cottage, just the garden, sort of in the distance. And if I bring it closer, it really just pops, doesn't it? And again, the sort of the bare branches on the trees against all those florals. So even if you think to yourself, I'm not into flowers and stuff, I don't think this collection is that. This isn't that. I think it's got lots of possibilities. This one is going to be perfect if you wanted to so roughly about here. So if you take 3 or 4 inches off of the bottom, and then you've just got that top bit of the card. So in an A4 or a 6x6, obviously it'd be a smaller topper. That is perfect for a man, because all you have got is from here, you've just got a lovely countryside card, without those flowers on there. So I think you're going to be using these for everyone, absolutely everyone, because your 12x12s, obviously you can cut up. I know we don't like to, but if you get it in the 6x6, or if you get it in the 8x8 and you trim that bottom off, you've got sort of a DL on the side card. What is a DL card? That way instead of that way. I don't know what it's called, but so it would be perfect for your husband, your son. And again, I suppose it depends what you're putting on them, because I'm bringing you these papers, but you've got all the dies, you've got all the stamps, you've got all the stencils, you've got all that stuff in your kit. So, for instance, if I do bring that one back in, let me turn that round. So if I bring this one back in and you trim those flowers, or you don't have those flowers on there, you've got a lovely, just a landscape sort of card there. So if you've got someone in your life who loves to dirt bike, it's dirt bikes, isn't it? And you've got that in a stamp or a die, you can be popping that onto there. So again, it depends what you've got in your stash that you can bring to use with these papers. We did it. I love this one. I just love it. You want to be sat in that meadow on your own, in that sun, just with a book, I think, with a book, just chilling out, don't you? Maybe having a little picnic, or I think when you can find yourself sort of sat there, it just really, it makes you happy, doesn't it? Now look at this one. Look how bright that is. That is definitely the most beautiful garden I've seen. Whoever lives in that cottage is very happy, definitely. But again, it's the sun. It's the way he's done the sun on them all. I'm just absolutely loving it. Some of these would be beautiful in frames. So again, you've got Mother's Day coming up. You could be making your own frames. You could get a shadow box frame. You could frame one of these up. You could have, you know, you could have one of those trees, you know, with everyone's a family tree with everyone's names. So you could have one of these as a background in your shadow box, and then in front of that you could have that family tree. You could have all the grandkids or the kids' names on there. That would be awesome because they're just gorgeous. But again, not even for Mother's Day, it could be someone's birthday coming up that would make a brilliant present for. And again, lots of these flowers, you've got that fussy cutting ability with these. You could fussy cut that cottage out. So what you could actually do on this one, you could fussy cut all the way sort of, wait there, across. I'm going the wrong way, and across there, you could fussy cut that bottom half off, raise that on some foam pads, and have that in a shadow box frame. So that would be flat. The bottom half would be on some foam pads. It adds that dimension and that depth, and then you could add a family tree in there or something like that. Don't think that it's because it's a full sheet, it all has to go down flat, because it doesn't. So that is the main one. What is it called? Here's my note. Where Country Gardens Bloom. So that is just Where Country Gardens Bloom. So I saw lots of oh, that's my favourite colour. Love the colours. So gorgeous, breathtaking. You're in San Diego and your temperature will be 75. Wow. So just a little bit warm then. Laurie, hello. Love the sun stars. Yes, me too. I'm so glad. I'm just like, the sun is just, yeah, sun stars. See, when someone says it, I'm like, yes, that's what it's called. But until then, my mind doesn't work for me. I'm going to start counting now how many times Ben has made my appearance. It won't be, I mean, he's gone to eat his tea now, but it wouldn't be the first time that he's crawled along here. In fact, he did it a while ago. Can you remember when I couldn't find my sneaky peeks? And he crawled along the floor and he was sort of reached up and he was looking for something. And it was the funniest thing. So fantastic designs as always. Well done, Ben. Just want to walk down that path on the paper. They're just beautiful images, aren't they? Sorry, I was late. Are you doing a whole kit? It's just the papers for this one, Laurie. Just the papers. My first kit that's coming out this year is the red kit. There's still time if anyone wants to pre-order that. There's still a day or two, enough time for you to pop your deposit down for that. And I'm not sure what my next kit is going to be, because I have some papers that I bring and it's like almost impossible to find really nice accessories to go with it. And then some of them are so easy to find kits with it. So but when I have got a kit coming up, I'm going to give you at least that 6 weeks to get your deposit down before the release date, because obviously we're doing the pre-order thing, aren't we? Definitely make me happy. Oh, Laurie, so did you miss my samples, Laurie, or have you seen them? They were an absolute pleasure to work with. Now, I mean, I love working with all of my papers, don't get me wrong, but these just made me happy while I was working with them. They really did. Um, I'll take a pad, please. You should print some on rice paper for decoupage. Teresa, if you want to order, pop me an email or you can go to my Facebook page. That's going to be the best way for you to pop an order in. Rice papers. So rice papers, so it's a different printer for my rice papers. Right, so you've got an inkjet and then you've got the other one. It's called a... I'm waiting for someone to tell me. Can you see me keep looking at the a laser printer? Thank you very much. So I had a laser printer because if you remember, I did some rice papers with my Alice collection, but it gave up the ghost. So I need to get a new one. So we're sort of saving towards a new one. But for rice papers, because if you do it with an inkjet, and you do rice papers, people do want to add sort of the mixed media stuff to them. Now, adding mixed media stuff, it's going to make that ink run. So it's not the best thing for me to print my rice papers on, but with a laser printer, it's brilliant for rice papers because you can throw anything at it. So any of your inks, your pastes, you wanting to add paints on top, all that kind of stuff, you can do that. And obviously you're going to be using a glue to stick it to something. So you can be doing all of that, and your colour, the pattern, the picture, whatever, is not going to run. So as soon as I get another laser printer, I'm gonna start bringing some rice papers out with my collections. Definitely will bring some of these onto some rice papers, but then it means I can revisit some of my older collections, and we can have like another place. So I've got loads of collections out so far. I'll bring an older collection, I'll bring some rice papers with it, and then we'll have a new play. And then, because I don't get rid of my papers, you can still buy them all the time. It means you can buy some of those papers and the rice papers as well to go with it. So soon. That was a really, really long answer for yes, soon. Let me bring this back in. Can you see? So here. Let me bring it in. Can you see the watercolour texture that Ben's brought in? You can. Oh, you can see it. So that's what I was trying to show you before. You're going to touch it, you're going to want to touch it, and it's not water paper or watercolour paper, but the texture of that is there, and they look awesome. Right, so I'm going to show you the backgrounds. Just let me pop that there. So what you're going to find on these is they're a little bit different in the fact that you don't have that scene on them, but what you do have... Oh, Shannon. Hi everyone, just peeking in whilst I wait on my food. Oh, what are you having? Marlene, hello. That's a new name, Marlene. Thank you for joining us. I hope it's a new name and I just haven't ignored you on my slides. But thank you very much. So let me bring it this way. You can see that you've still got the sun stars. Thank you, Laura. But you've got some beautiful florals, and not any kind of florals. You've got that beautiful swag on there. You've still got that... is he a starling? I want to call him a starling, but just the beautiful bird. And again, you've got... It's a little bit different to just a paper pad with flowers on. So just on this particular one, you can cut that up into 4 cards and make them beautiful, just 4 background cards, and they would all look different because this is going to look like it's not come from the same piece of paper as this one when it's cut up, but obviously it has. I'm sorry, my whimsical friends, but I have to run. Michelle, I'll message you for an order. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining us. A hamburger and fries at a restaurant. I love a burger and fries. Yes, before anyone says anything, it's got some butterflies on. They're in context. so I don't mind. Is that my favourite bit of the paper pad? No, but these ones don't attack, so we're all good. We're all good. So again, you've still got the watercolour effect, because what you've got down here is you've got the drips of when someone's been, creating with their watercolours. And I love the flowers, the florals. They're almost vintage flowers, aren't they? Or Victorian sort of era flowers. So you've got some blues, beautiful blues running through this. And again, it's beautiful when you get these, because you're going to want them and you get them home. Again, look, you've got this little bit here. You could create a tag with that. You could create a box with part of this and then a card to match with it. And that's just from one 12 by 12 card. And it's all going to look like it's come from different pieces of paper, whereas it hasn't. Colleen, hello. So I've no clue what these are called. Are they like a cosmos? But I think they're absolutely beautiful. So they're definitely not what you would call your modern flowers. These are all the flowers that I remember seeing when I was little, and I used to go to my gran's, and the walk on the way to my gran's, there was this full street of little bungalows where the older people used to live, and in all of their gardens they had the flowers from when they were little. So they had these, and they had the cosmos, and it was very, very old-fashioned flowers, I want to say, but that sounds awful because old-fashioned's not, I'm not using it in a bad way. But they was just beautiful. They looked beautiful. They smelled absolutely gorgeous. And that street was my most favourite street to walk down ever. I've told Ben about it many a time, because they used to have these rose bushes everywhere. And they used to have, I don't know if it was on the rose bushes, I can't quite remember. Those little, I don't know if it was when the roses have died and they've got that little sort of pod thing at the back. Does anyone remember like the itching powder that used to come out of them? I don't know if it was just a thing over here. But yeah, you used to break it open, and whatever was in there, you know what kids are like. They'd like sort of put it on you, and it was so itchy. It was awful. Rose hips, is that what it is? Is that the flowers or the itching powder that I'm talking about? Oh, the RHS year pass. I would love to go there. I watch it. We watch it on TV every year. I just get lost in it. I really do. I do love. Is it Gardener's World? I do love. Well, I'm officially old. I love anything like that now. Look at the sun on this one. How beautiful is that? It's just old-fashioned and beautiful. The flowers that he's put in these are just absolutely gorgeous. Cosmos is an open rose. I think so. I think it is, isn't it? Anemone. And look at me. I said that right. Anemone flowers. That's the one and only time I'm going to ever say anything correctly for you. So just remember that. Thank you very much. Again, look at the sun. It makes you happy, doesn't it? Oh, he's come back in. I thought he was telling me something, but he hasn't. It's all right. And again, if you look down here, you've got that watercolor sort of drips on there. Again, I think Ben now tries to sneak in a couple of butterflies to see if I'll notice. But they're in context, so I'll allow him. He could have done a couple of bees. Did he? No. But I will let him off because the rest of it is absolutely beautiful. And I love this one. It's almost like a rainbow. Petals going on there. My daughter was chuckling away, and I thought I'd said something daft, but no, she's laughing at my husband, so it's all right. So then you've got that beautiful swag. I'd give anything to go to a flower arranging class and be able to create something like that. A few grasses in there, and again that sun, just beautiful. Gonna have to work on my fussy cutting skills. Loads of gardens around the country you can go to. Yeah, definitely. I tell you what, there is just up the road from me every year. There's a tulip uh, field or whatever you want to call it. We drive by it all the time. You have to pay to go visit. Would you believe? There's got to be millions of tulips, all in rows, all in different colours. It's the most beautiful thing. I get to see it all the time because we drive by it all the time. But there's a lady who's local to us, and she's a photographer, and you can hire her, and then you can go into the fields and you can have like your baby's pictures done, and just family pictures and things like that in the tulip fields. It is absolutely stunning. We all just love flowers, don't we? I mean, and why not? Because they're happy and they're beautiful. Pods with itching powder. Are you sort of questioning me? Or are you agreeing, yes, you remember those? Yeah, I don't know if it's sort of when the flower is done and it was a particular rose, a particular flower, it it used to drive me crazy at that particular time of year because obviously I was the little one, so everyone used to try and like throw this itching powder stuff on me. Oh, it was awful. Kids, eh? Again, I love this. They're just old flowers, aren't they? What you used to see in your grandma's garden, like real flowers, beautiful ones. And again, against sort of those trees that have got nothing on them, the contrast is just beautiful. The suns on them are just stunning. Oh, so nice. I think this is the one. It is. Bring it in. I used part of it on this. So you can see where I had to cut into it. So it was, I had a moment because it was a little bit sad. But how beautiful does it look once I've cut it off? But yeah, the suns really just make them something a little bit different, don't they? Oh, tulips. Clarice, what a great idea. First time to watch live, loving those papers. Rebecca, hello. Well, welcome to our lives, and I'm really, really glad that you're enjoying um, the papers. And I think I got some raffle money from you, didn't I? Um, I think I did. Always good when your kids laugh at your husband and not. Yeah, that's all right. As long as she's laughing at him. When you can hear him sniggering in the background and you're like, have I got something stuck on my back? Like a kick me sign. But she was like, no, I'm laughing at dad, so that's fine. um, is there a Mod Podge that is waterproof? So if you mean to waterproof something, so once you've decorated it, to sort of coat it. I'm not sure. So I know that when I do, I still need to do my coasters, don't I? I know that when I do my coasters, I put the Mod Podge on, put my image on top, and then you seal it with a Mod Podge over the top. But for it to be a usable coaster for me to put my cups on, you need to use like a clear sort of acrylic spray or something. But yes, there is a dishwasher safe Mod Podge. Yeah, I think did I have one? I did have one. I'm not sure if I've still got it. But there's loads. There's a Mod Podge for you to seal stuff so you can have them outside. So if you've got like some flower pots and things like that. So there's loads of Mod Podgers if you have a look. Oh, Deborah, hello. So good to see you again. It's lovely to have you joining. Diane, I'm so sorry. Was busy finishing a baby cardigan I need for tomorrow. I forgot. We'll catch up later. That's all right. I'll let you off. You're going to have to share this baby cardigan though, because I would love to see it. Right. So shall we have a look at this last one? So this is the ones that I've called the wallpapers, and this is the only one that I've printed a front off of. Because the fronts are just beautiful, aren't they? And as always, I'll get them all pictured, photographed, put them on my page tomorrow, for you to have a good peruse through. I was thinking of making a tray that you could sit a flower pot in it on a tray. Absolutely, because there's the dishwasher safe one, so that's obviously. In fact, maybe that's what I should use on my coasters then, rather than waiting 4 weeks and then. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to have a good look at that one. So this is what I'm calling my wallpapers. And you can see, I think, or I hope you can see why I'm calling them wallpapers. Because you've got just a full background of flowers, but not sort of a repeating image. You've just got a beautiful swag background of flowers. Yeah. Sorry? Have you put me on this one? Yeah, yes, look. Oh, I was just saying that, wasn't I? Little bee down there. I will let him off. I love that one. And I'm not even sorry I said it. So you can see they reminded me of wallpapers, and it's as simple as that. It is that full over image. Could you imagine decorating, I don't know, your hallway, your living room with these? It just would look stunning. And again, he has done such an amazing job on these. Don't even mind the butterflies. No. But what I love is you've not just got the flowers, you've got, see, wrong way, here. You've got them before the blooming, you've got them where they're almost still pods. You've got the full sort of flower, the stem, the leaves, everything that goes on with the flower. You've got all that on there. Love this paper. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, papers are gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, the drafty visage. Thank you very much. Added to your shopping list. Sorry, the cat walked on the keyboard. They would make gorgeous fabric. And do you know what? There's so many people have said that actually I might have to look into that, see how that would even work. I would have no idea who, what, where, and when, but they would make. I think I've got lots of stuff through all of my collections, which would look. The certain ones would be amazing fabrics, definitely. I love. Went to do it. Look, I do love this one. I love how bold it is, but it's still those soft pastel colours, but it's still sort of bold. And again, you've got all the poddy things. I'm sure they've got an official name, before and after the flowers. We're not here for, an anatomy lesson of a flower. You're here for what Michelle was going to call it, really, aren't we? But you can see what I mean about a wallpaper. Could you imagine that as a wallpaper? It would just look stunning. It really would. I've got a downstairs, washroom, because there's just sort of a toilet and a sink in there. And I really want to do something really bold in there, you know, like really big, bold, busy, like wallpaper or something. These would look amazing. All of them. I don't know which I'd pick, to be fair. Why is Ben McCarthy all of a sudden saying hi? Hi, Ben. Oh, okay. Hi, Ben. Stunning. I prefer your descriptions. My descriptions are just so much better. Well, you can sort of see my brain whirring for an appropriate word that I can use. I love these. They're just right. That is a pansy, right? But it's like I was looking for flowers for the garden, and I love roses. And you can get these, they are specifically the old-fashioned roses, and I don't know what they're called. I can't remember. But there's some beautiful ones, and they took me again right back to being little, because they were the roses that you used to see many moons ago. They might even be called old-fashioned roses. No, maybe not, but just feel traditional. And when it sort of takes you back to when you were a child, when something reminds you of that, and it gives you that feeling, doesn't it? And that's how I felt creating with this collection. It's made me warm and happy. It's brought so many memories back. I literally need to make something with every single piece in this collection, because there's not a piece in here that I really don't need to work with. Stinning, then stunning. Hazel, I knew what you meant the first time. It's quite all right. And she means poddy, not potty. Oh, I love this one. I just love the fact that it's not just the flowers, that it's the buds before and after, and you've got all the leaves and the stems and all those bits and bobs. And then the last one, I'm going to say it, I absolutely love this one, because I do. It's just beautiful. And the colours are just, I can't wait for you to get them, and I can't wait for you to see them in person, because you're going to message me and you're going to say, they looked beautiful when you showed them, but oh my God, working with them or seeing them in person is just another level. And it was the same when I worked on CC, even when I was on Hobby Maker. The TV cameras, they just don't do them justice. You can look and think that looks beautiful, but even with their cameras that they obviously paid a lot more money for than mine, still doesn't pick up quite how beautiful some of these papers can be. Antique roses, it very well maybe, Pam. Adore the colours in that one. I love the white backgrounds on them, which is, I think, again, what made me feel like there was very much like a wallpaper. But it really allows that flower to just pop, doesn't it? You've got to go, beautiful papers, Michelle. Thank you very much, Caroline. I will see you Thursday. Right, so all three of them, as always, you can get in all three sizes. So we've got the 12 by 12. Don't be scared of the 12 by 12, because what you can get with the 12 by 12 is the ability to create 4 or 6 card fronts. If you're a card maker, out of that, you've got the ability to make your bigger projects. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word, with your 12 by 12s. What I like with the 12 by 12, if I make a box or I make an album cover, I like to carry the pattern round. So that's one of the things that I love to do. So you can absolutely do that with a 12 by 12, whereas you couldn't with an A4 or a 6 by 6. But again, your 6 by 6, view it as a topper. So this beautiful cottage garden. in a 6x6. So you've got every single thing on there. It's just in a smaller size. And the same with them all. Just a beautiful floral background. Or if you like to make your 8x8 cards. Now, if you want to make your cards and you really don't want to cover these up, what I like to do is I like to have a play with them. So, for instance, if you've got a set of nesting dies, circles, squares, hearts, take your 6x6 and get all of your nesting dies and cut out layers. You don't even need to layer them up with foam pads, but you've just, if you sort of cut those layers out, or wherever you've seen me do it before, just cut it into 4, mat and layer it, and then pop it back onto your card. You're not covering any of your image up, but you're still creating something a little bit different with your card. Because it is hard to cut into them. It really is. 12x12 sheets are great for 3D projects. They absolutely are. And 12x12 sheets as well, when you've got all those strips that are left, you've seen me many times sort of do a basket weave effect on my cards. Or if you've got loads of strips from all of these 3 collections, get an A4, get a 12x12 and put all those strips on there, just glue them all on in basket weave sort of style. So you'll have some going one way and then some that way, and then you'll have some coming that way. You've seen me do it. And then you're going to create an extra 12x12 piece with all those offcuts. That you would maybe normally just throw away. You can put them right up next to each other if you wanted to, or leave a little space in between, and then add your glue, add your glitter, have it on coloured cards so the coloured card pops through, and then again, so you're not wasting anything at all. So there's just there's so many things that you can do. So yeah, 12x12, as always, is £12 or $16 for your 12 sheets. Your A4 is £10 or $13.20. And your 6x6 is £6 or I think it's $8. My computer is buffering. Anyone else? I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully it just needed to catch up with the beautiful papers. All of my other collections, again, you know that you can always buy them. I'm going to do some, obviously, tutorials with these. If the chocolate box or this you want me to do, I can absolutely do it. They're so much fun. I think what I might do is actually, when you've all got your papers home, I'll do a craft along. I'll make something specifically with these for you to, and we can sort of all work with our papers together. Oh, no buffering for others. Oh, that's good. Oh yes, occasionally. It just never just streams nice, does it? It's like just work for me, but no. Right, so that is it. So they are obviously available now to buy. Either email me or pop over to my Facebook page. I'm going to get them all photographed and then I'll put the albums up tomorrow. I have started putting them in albums on YouTube as well. I've been creating little shorts. So people who have got YouTube but they haven't got Facebook are still going to be able to see all my pictures. And then you can obviously email me because my email address is always on there. But I'm so excited. In fact, let me lift this one up again because I want to just show you the texture that Ben's managed to get in. So if you look here above the cottage, can you see the texture and the watercolour effects that he's managed to get in? And you can really see it well here, can't you? Just want you to see that. So yeah, if you're a scrapbooker as well, they're going to work so well for these. There's just nothing. I do get lots of people say that they're not really sure what to do with my papers. Do with my papers exactly what you would do with any other paper pad. So we've been talking about CC. If you've got a CC paper pad, now I know that their images tend to have sort of repeating flowers and repeating patterns, but you're still going to cut it up and you're still going to either use it as a background or as a foreground. Now, like I was saying before, if you've got this in the 6x6, you've got a really small, beautiful topper. But in the bigger size, so the 8x8, or if you're getting it in the 12x12, you've got to remember you've got, and I know you have because I've seen all your shopping for the past 3 years. So you've got stamps that you can stamp straight onto there. You have got dies, your edgeable dies. If you don't want to cover the pattern up, you can use your edgeable dies to just make a beautiful decorative edge. You've got stencils, you can stencil onto these, you can ink onto them. If you are stenciling, just be careful with like your texture piece. You don't want to wet them too much, but it's still going to take a little bit of all of that, definitely. Great collection. Thank you for doing them on YouTube. Much appreciated. Yes, yeah, I've got my finger out a little bit more this year and realizing that not everyone has Facebook. So yeah, I'm starting to upload them onto Pinterest as well. So if you're on there, great collection. Oh, sorry, I just read that one, didn't I? Love them. Thank you, Lynn, Nicola. Now I need to order along with a couple of others I need. Absolutely. You get your order in. When might your baby collection be out? So Ben is working on that at the minute. So probably within the next week, I can do another cheeky live just to launch it so you know that it's here. Oh, I've got some sneaky peeks of that next to me. So yeah, as soon as we can with that one, but you're probably talking about a week. Just trying to find the pieces. So this baby collection, I think it's about, I don't know, is it a time of year thing? There's loads of people I know who've got babies due within the next month or two. Beautiful papers. Well done, Ben, and happy birthday for tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you on behalf of Ben. I say have an idea and commit. I do try. I and ah all the time. I wish I was one of those really decisive persons or people who's like, yes, we're going to do this now, whenever. I'm not. I sort of fluff about a lot. Nicola, it's always a need, isn't it? I agree. Gorgeous collection. Thank you, Laurie. Yes, I saw one earlier. Thanks. Definitely a need. Right, so the baby collection. I don't know which one to show you first. Where's my... Oh, it's here. It's hidden. So we're going to have some fussy cutting papers in this collection. We've got some backgrounds. So I'm going to show you the background first. So this is going to be one of the backgrounds. Now, I just wanted rainbows, but I'm not bold and bright. They're a lot softer, I felt, which works better for a baby collection. So everything's rainbow coloured, even down to the hot air balloons. You've got that rainbow colour running around. You've got the rainbows in the background. You've got rainbow colour everywhere. And then this is one of the scenes. So again, if you've got dies or stamps of babies or hot air balloons or of clouds or of balloons, they're all going to work to enhance this paper. So you're going to die cut those out, you're going to stamp them out, and you're going to create a beautiful card, box, gift box, one of those beautiful baby boxes. You know, you open it, it's got all the different compartments for baby's first tooth and baby's first lock of hair and all those kind of things. But then we've got these as well. So we've got the images of beautiful sleeping baby animals. Now, I think this one's my favourite one. I love the giraffe. I think she's a she, is just adorable. But they're all in those soft, fluffy clouds again with the rainbows and all that kind of thing. Now, you could fussy cut with these if you wanted to, but if you've got that as a 6x6, what a beautiful topper have you got to put on a card, and then nothing else except for a sentiment. Now, this is going to be one of the fussy cutting papers, which you can either use as an image or you can fussy cut all those sort of bits and bobs out. I love the sun. Look at his big rosy cheeks. And again, you've got that the rainbow go even to the moon. Look at him. He's a full-on rainbow, isn't he? And then I thought to myself, well, not everyone can fussy cut. Not everyone wants to fussy cut, and not everyone enjoys it. And so I thought, we're going to bring you some of these. So I've just printed off the giraffe one for now. So what you've got some beautiful giraffes that if you want to fussy cut them out, you absolutely can. If you despise fussy cutting, then you've got some beautiful little framed giraffes, baby giraffes. So I think I felt like it it covers everyone, those who love to fussy cut and those who don't, and they can still, you can either or with them. And there's loads of little different ones. Look at her with the little flower flourishes in her hair. I didn't realise how much I loved a giraffe until we started sort of working on those. So those are the baby ones. We just need to finish that off and we'll get that brought to you. Oh, Laura's got ideas for this one already. So while I'm here, because I've not kept you too long, I've had time, 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's really short for me, isn't it? So do you some more sneaky peeks of what we've coming up over the next sort of 6 months. So this is another, I know I've shown you, another Mother's Day collection that I've got coming up. I think this is going to be in March. But again, I'm saying Mother's Day because we all just want to sit on that swing, have some peace and quiet, listen to those birds sort of chirping, look at that beautiful lake. So, and again, it's just something a little bit different, isn't it? Mother's Day, your daughter's 21st, absolutely anything. It's not just Mother's Day. And then these are going to be sort of some of the backgroundy ones that go along with it, with no body in it. So then this is going to be for anyone. It's going to be for your husband, your wife, your kids, your grandkids, absolutely anyone. Because again, using the stuff that you've got in your stash, you're going to create that, or leave it as it is. But using your stuff in your stash, you're going to create whatever sort of scene or design that you want to pop on there. And then, of course, it's going to have a background pad with it. This is one of the background ones because I find it really difficult to give you a blank background. So it's going to be a case of, it's going to be a beautiful background. But again, if you want to use it for something, you of course can. I feel like I want to give you a twofer every time that I bring you a paper pad. I just don't want to give you something that could just be covered up because it's plain enough or not patterned enough. I'm trying to be really polite with how I say it. So cute, great for a nursery, absolutely. I mean, this one, you could just put that particular one just in a frame as it is and pop it in your nursery, couldn't you? And then I've got the fairy one coming up. So the fairies, this is a background. But again, if you've got those Lavinia stamps that you can create your silhouettes with of your fairies or anything like that, you can really build a scene up with that. And you should see some of the others. But it was to go along with these. So I had this beautiful idea of fairies and fireflies. And as we were sort of discussing it and I put it towards Ben, my fairies are they're like little dolls. So you will see that in sort of, I don't know if you can see it, sort of on his feet, where dolls are jointed at the feet and their elbows and stuff. So they're going to look very much like that. And you've got them, again, the beautiful. So fireflies, of course, they had to have beautiful orange hair. Definitely. And if Laurie's still watching, I know you asked me about this one, didn't you? You said, when's this one coming? Again, obviously, the other images that go with this are just as stunning. I just love it. I did it, didn't I? But again, if you're not sure, that would make a beautiful birthday card for your mum or for your daughter or for your aunt, because you've got that beautiful, bold, strong woman stood there and she's depicted like that from what is around her, that ray of light and just the scenery that she's stood in. I really, really, really love that one. This is one of the backgrounds that's going to go, well, one of the floral backgrounds, because you've still got that reflection, but going to work beautiful as a matte layer for this one. Or it's going to work beautiful on its own, which is why I said you've sort of got like the twofer going on. And then lastly, I want to show you this one because I can. So this is one I think someone said last time would make a beautiful sympathy card. But I also think, I mean, if you look at it's sort of fantastical, the scenery that you've got on there, it can make any kind of card or album cover, something like that, for your, baby album, anything. I think someone, I can't remember who it was, didn't order something a little while ago because she says, I wouldn't know what to do with it. But if you think about it, if you go into a card shop, they're just pictures, they're images. If you look at all the cards, some of them have got baby bears with mummy bear. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're calling your mum a bear. It just means, that's the picture that's on there. There's beautiful scenery. There's motorbikes for the men. There's all sorts of things. Now, granted, I wouldn't buy a motorbike one for Ben because he's not into motorbikes. But when you've just got a beautiful image, it doesn't have, you don't have to look at it and think, well, I wouldn't know what to do with it, because it's just a beautiful either image or you've got a beautiful scene where you can add something to it. So this one in particular, because it hasn't got that white bird on it, it opens it up just to a fantastical, beautiful card that you could gift to anyone. I think sometimes we get a little bit of a mental block if it's got something in particular on. But then the backgrounds to go with it. There's absolutely nothing on there. You could really go to town building a scene on that. You could get one of the 6x6s with the bird cage on. You could cut that out, or one of the 8x8s. You could cut the bird cage out. You could put it on here. Now, you think this is a scrapbooking page. Pop it on there, and because it's cut out, you can layer stuff underneath it. You can have photos on top. You can really, really go to town and just create a beautiful piece of art. I like to think that our cards are little pieces of artwork, because really they are. That's all it is. So I think if you look at it in a different way, if you look at it in a different way in your head, then when you've got the papers there, you can automatically transfer that and think, yeah, of course, I'm just going to create a little piece of artwork, and that's all I'm going to do. And then I can put it on a card and send it to someone that I love. And as simple as that, really. Dark and mysterious, must have. I love purple. Yes. Yeah. This is like I think I enjoy this more than rafting. No, I don't. I love doing this. I love it when it all comes together and I see this beautiful image, and then you guys love it and buy it and create stuff and share it, and it's awesome. It really is. But so those are my sneaky peeks for now. So all will be coming soon. The baby one we will get done as soon as we can, because I've had so many messages about that one. But don't forget, even though I'm bringing you all these, it was only Thursday that I launched. Let me just reach over. Oh, that I launched the Raven and the writing desk. So this is what I'm going to be doing on Thursday, on my live on Thursday. So if you can either craft along or just record it. So we're going to be making that. So it's the little hidey place, sort of the faux drawers. I mean, the bottom one does open, but the other two are sort of fake fronts. So that is going to be my live on Thursday. So my point about that was, so don't forget that one's just been released. We've got, I've got a few of the Zen Garden Dreams. You have gone crazy for that. In fact, you've gone that crazy for that at one point I was dreaming about printing those off because we printed so many. We really did. Right, I am going to let you go. Kept you long enough. I've shown you all my samples. Don't forget the raffle is still running, so you can still be getting your raffle tickets for that. A couple more days for you to put your red deposit down if you want that kit. If you want handcrafted by gas, fashionably late. That's not fashionably late. I can't even say the word. That is. Oh, you just got out of work. Oh, that'll be why you didn't reply to me earlier then. You missed it all, Gaz. But you can go back. These would make a beautiful card for your mum, Gaz, because I know she's feeling a little bit better, isn't she? Can't wait for Thursday and for papers to come. I know. Thanks, Michelle. I need to do the raffle. How do I do it? Right. So the raffle tickets are £5 or $6. You pay by PayPal. So go to your PayPal account. My email address is on here. Sorry, get distracted. I should really cover the messages up. So just via PayPal, do it family and friends so I don't get the charges. And you can buy as many raffle tickets as you want. So it's just on my email address. So PayPal, friends and family, £5 or $6 each. And that's going to run. I'm going to do that for another couple of weeks. And I think I said last week. I was thinking about drawing it when I launched the Raven and the writing desk. And the reason I didn't is because it's such a big prize. I want to make sure that, I need to make sure that I can cover all the postages because it's 41 paper pads, either the 12 by 12s, the A4 or the 6 by 6s. So I need to make sure that I get enough in to sort of cover my costs. And I did say I don't want it to like run forever. If we don't get enough, I'm going to, I popped down that the price is subject to change. It'll be a different price. It might be 10, it might be something else, but you'll have the option of, if I say to you, look, I'm having to change the price because I haven't quite got sold enough tickets to cover it, you will have then the option to get your money back if that's what you want, or stay in the prize draw for whatever gift or prize that I tell you it's going to be. So either way, you can either have your money back or keep your money, and it's entirely up to you. So yes, I'm going to leave that running for another couple of weeks because I've had a few messages saying I haven't got tickets yet. Am I still in time? So yes, you're still in time, definitely. Gaz just got out of work. Can't wait for Thursday. Thanks, Michelle. I need to do the raffle. Yeah, she is, bless her. What did I miss? Anna Marie, you missed the end of the last live, didn't you? You do know that you won for commenting when I did my launch. So I'll pop you or you pop me an email. Although I've got your address for a couple of paper pads, so I haven't bored you to sleep this time. You're still awake, you're still here. So yes, I'm very excited for Thursday. We're going to create obviously this book stack with the Raven and writing desk. So we'll have a look at the papers again, but we'll sort of get straight into creating this. Now, if you haven't got the Raven and the writing desk, it really doesn't matter. You can use any papers. The only other thing that I've used on those is black card. And some sort of embellishments. I've got some flowers, some metal corners. I've got 3 different kinds of drawer fronts. So besides that and my papers, it's just black card. So it's a nice, simple one. Again, you've got your separate components once you put them together. It's so simple. And you can make this as tall as you want. I've only done it in card. Now, you know that I like to use mount board. So you can create this in mount board, but I want it to be more inclusive. I know that I have lots of you that are not quite there yet. So it's just as easy done in card, and it's still just as nice and sturdy. Once you mat and layer up on this, it's still as sturdy as you need it to be for what it's going to do. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Ben. I'm going to a 2-year-old's birthday tomorrow. Oh, well, I hope you have fun. My 2 nieces, the twins, they've just gone to, I think, 3 or 4 days ago. Now, that really is double trouble. Olivia and Martha, they are absolutely beautiful and funny. So cute. They've got one of them, she's almost got a faux hawk, because you know how obviously all of their hair grows different. Hers has grown through and she's got sort of these curly mohawky type hairstyle going on. It's not grown in at the sides yet, so she looks like she's ready to rock. And they're just beautiful. So 2-year-old birthday. I can only cope with those 2 at a time. So I will wish you luck for tomorrow, Diane. Wow, I did not know. I will email you. Thank you. Yes. Well, I thought I'd give you a couple of days for you to see if you've seen it. And then I thought if you haven't messaged me, I'll let you know. But yeah. So, right. So everyone run away and go place your orders. I'll be ready and waiting, but don't forget all of the other things. And I know I say it every time, but just liking, sharing and commenting when you see one of my posts, because you'll do what I do and I'll see a post and I'll think, oh, that's lovely. And I'll scroll by, and then in weeks later, I'll see that same person say, so I'm not really getting much interaction, but can you let me know if you've seen this? So it's something I've started doing, because the more that you interact on my post, the more that Facebook is going to show you it, or Instagram, which is a big pain in the bottom. So just the liking and the sharing, because you don't know who's going to be wanting to see this, just commenting, all that kind of stuff is a huge help. And on my page on Facebook, there is a section where you can leave a review. Now, if you've bought anything from me, or you've done one of my tutorials and you thought, oh, that's great. If you've got 5 minutes to leave a review, if you've got a bad review, I don't want you to leave that. You can keep that one. But if you've got a good review, that would be awesome too, because then it shows Facebook, that people have bought from me, they've done my tutorials, and they're leaving positive reviews. And again, it means that I get messages from Facebook, and I got one yesterday. Your post is doing well. We're recommending you to more people. And I'm like, well, why weren't you anyway? So I'm just thinking all of those kind of things is just, it's going to make Facebook happy, and it means that you're all going to see all of my posts rather than very occasionally seeing one. I'm caught up on my messages. That's good for a change, isn't it? Right, run off, place your orders, place your reviews, share my posts, even if it's only a like, that's all a bonus for me, definitely. And as always, if you've got any thoughts or ideas for you've seen a project but there wasn't a tutorial with it, could I do it for you? You send pictures, and we can always see what we can do, because if I'm going to do tutorials, I want it to be stuff that you want to do as well. So again, all that kind of thing, definitely be sending messages and ideas. And I think for now, I'm going to let you all get off. But don't forget, I've not just got this collection, all my other collections, all my albums are on my page. I'm going to go have my tea. I was going to go have it before, but we didn't get home in time. So I'm going to go toodle pip. I love that. So I've rambled on enough. I have covered everything. You know, when I'm saying that, I look to the side because I've got like all sorts of little notes everywhere, and I make sure that I've sort of noted down or commented or talked about everything that I've got noted down on here. Oh, thanks for the birthday wishes. Do we want to know how old he is? He's really old tomorrow. You are 48. He's 48 tomorrow. Because I forget, because I'm still 39, I forget how old everyone is. He's old tomorrow. He's how old he is. He's old. But he's not bad. Bless him. Besides that, I'm going to let you all go for the 10th time. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening to my ramblings. I will see you all on Thursday. I'll get that made up and posted, and then we can get it shared so we can get as many people watching that live tutorial as possible. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all Thursday. Thank you very much.